going to be honest with you here. Most of the playthrough has been fun, and I am looking forward to the last two bosses of the game. But this dungeon suffers from kind of a slower paced theme, and kind of a problem that's some post-game JRPGs had. Final Fantasy V and Chrono Trigger are particularly good examples. Because in this game they basically used tile sets, and which are like terrain for like sprites and stuff. They basically reused it and to create like mirage-like areas. Those are familiar areas. And it's neat on paper, but it doesn't quite satisfy you. It can be very lackluster to you, to be honest. And that itself creates problems. Probably like, that does sound kind of boring. Yeah, I mean, I love Final Fantasy V and Chrono Trigger. Those two games are like my childhood. but their post games are kinda up and down, to be honest. Because of that. Although Final Fantasy V's post game is actually very hard. Because of Omega Mark II and Neo Shinryu and the Void Master. I can't remember his name like ever. Chrono Triggers I haven't really played through that much, but it does give you an alternate ending. So that's something. But yeah, the mirage-like areas, or the copy and paste dungeons, they sound cool on paper, like I said, but in terms of execution and general appeal, they can be really lackluster. For you guys that have played Binding of Isaac, you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. The void floor is particularly guilty of that, because it does the same exact thing. Yeah, that is a problem. I generally don't like that idea. Maybe they worked hard towards it, but it's just not appealing. And this dungeon is filled with that. This is generally seen by many to be the worst final dungeon in the game. Because it's I mean, one point for it being straightforward, another point for it being visually unappealing. Like, we get this area right here that looks very ominous and intimidating. But the game doesn't really match it, to be honest. And the dungeon doesn't always look like this. It goes in copy-paste territory. And that can be a problem. Not to mention that some of the enemies are really annoying. Like the necromancers. Is it a bad dungeon at all, in like overall comparison? It's very so-so. It's there. It's the basic way to put it. The Dark Castle and Dragon's Hole are a bit more interesting, although Dragon's Hole is really confusing. And houses the Great Rabbi. Oh look, Gildervine. Let's see if Flame Saber does more damage. I'll probably just castle don't give him. Because it's, is it Gilder Vine or is it Glider Vine? Regardless, it's not a very interesting boss. Yeah, turn into pretty useful. Seriously, don't even know why I bother. Like I had that same problem. But turn undead is extraordinarily powerful. If you use it on undead that's your level or lower, it will do max damage, always. Which is 999. There's one up point. Glider Vine though. Love its busting. Yeah, pretty big nut for this soundtrack. Sacrifice Story is probably my second favorite theme in the entire game, and then the taking out the mana sword has to be my personal favorite. It's such a triumphant moment. But yeah. JRPGs that use copy-paste dungeons, it's just not for everyone, maybe not for anybody. I know a lot of people just don't like it. I mean, it's still much better than those dungeons that are like, this floor has this enemy, go down the next floor and it has more enemies. And, Final Fantasy VI is like the guilty poster boy for that. If you ever played the GBA versions or probably the mobile versions, Steam versions, etc., you know of one particular dungeon that is worse than any of those kind of dungeons, and that's Soul Shrine, where you fight a extraordinary large portion of every county in the game. And it is. Oh man, I was so disappointed with that one. Sometimes post-game dungeons are not good. With that, we have Glider Vine. Easiest for, maybe even easier. Alright, we're loaded up again. Yeah. Yeah, we'll increase strength, or intelligence. Alright, next round. Lamian Naga. Yeah, this is one thing I totally freaking lied about. More like I forgot. At least get Summon Magic 2. And all her Summon Magic hits everything. Unlike Carly's. Of course, Lisa only has one spell. But most of her Summon Magic, besides the one I got for the Fenrir Knight, causes status effects. Some poison. And yada yada. Ugh, God, I hate that attack so much. But anyway, so not all of her summon magic is up to snuff. The one that poisons in particular is regarded as bad. Because it's just not effective, and poison is such a lackluster stat. Oh, wow. I forgot about this. Yeah, these guys were wiped out by the Beastmen. I don't remember quite what to do. Remember that guy being there though. I'm not entirely sure what to do. If I have to, I'll look up a guide or something. Yeah, Astoria is a town that got wiped out. Heard something. And we'll see what he does. What's up this way? I have to... might have happened... Yeah, this place is mostly straightforward, but it does have some what moments. Definitely gonna have to raise my intelligence for the next levels. Seems I got what I needed to do over there. What I'm supposed to do right here, however, remains a mystery. Nice. Aha. Alright, what's next? Let's see, why don't we? Well, like, who is your favorite character in this game again? The players. I don't know. It's tied between Hawk and Wolf. No, Wolf. Oh wow. Hawk and Kevin. I've grown to like Kevin quite a bit because he's such a monster damage dealer. Just don't really like his final dungeon is a real problem. Favorite personality is probably Hawk and Angela. Angela, bad girl kind of characters are appealing to me for some reason. Like Poison from Street Fighter, Angel from King of Fighters, and Morrigan from Darkstalkers / Vampire Savior. And Angela's among them. But yeah, in terms of personality, it's Hawk and Angela. Hawk just because he's such a goofball, honestly. And Angela because I already stated. Use is definitely Kevin and Hawk. They both hack twice. They both can be very useful for dealing damage. Hawk has a lot more versatility though. This is the first time I have delved into Kevin's dark class. And honestly, I still think his light classes are better. The higher strength is appreciated, and the techniques are nice, but pressure point is such a disgusting move. Like the ability to never worry about whether it's daytime or nighttime. I don't think pressure point is quite as powerful as werewolf form, but it's really up there. It's extraordinarily strong. Although the downside is if you're using power up, kind of cancels out the effect, I think, because technically it's already a power up. But yeah. Let's see what's up here. I mean, we already know Carl's back at the Beast Kingdom and he's safe because Carl never died, because it was a trick. And the Beast King ended up actually being a really nice guy. He just wanted Kevin to be strong as possible. And I think that really ties in. There's just in there, but yeah. I'm kind of wondering if we'll see Death Jester again, because it seemed like he was coming back at some point. But this works much like I remember of Doran's, or the Dragon Hole in the Dark Castle. You only fought each major villain once before the super big baddie that you never really got to see. So, Alright. I think we do have to follow him, because it looks like it's just going to keep looping. Let's advance forward a little bit.